McCarthy.
Thank you, Cearán, and thank you, Leader. Leader, in the past weekend, I was delighted to see Irishman Dr. Michael Ryan being given an Outstanding Achievement Award, Lifetime Award, for being a director of the WHO and what he had accomplished. However, in the past week, he also spoke about life expectancy in parts of Dublin inner city. And I was blown away by what he said about the inner city, where he said Summerhill, the life expectancy is just 61 years of age compared to a national average of 83. And if you think about that, just a couple of kilometres from here, people are dying more than 20 years earlier than others in the same country. So when you look at that, it's much more than a health issue. It's poverty, it's addiction, it's intergenerational trauma, it's poor housing, it's poor mental health supports, isolation, and it's all colliding together. So while we speak in this House about social inclusion and about community, we often talk about statistics, but what he was talking about is generations of people that have been left behind in Dublin's city centre. And I've worked in the inner city for over 20 years through charity Tiglin, of course, and the Lighthouse, and I've sat with men and women who never had a real chance from childhood onwards and who experienced neglect, homelessness, violence, prison, hopelessness. And I know that when intervention is allowed to happen, it works. And early intervention, recovery works, education works, and I know there's wonderful community initiatives, and they work. And when housing is done right, that works. But what does not work is allowing communities, such as what Mike Ryan has mentioned, where it becomes so normalised that deprivation, life expectancy of 61 no longer shocks us. I think that should be a headline for us all. So I'm asking for a debate in this House, Leader, on the health inequality and life expectancy and the disparities that there are in Ireland, particularly in inner cities, and for an urgent cross-departmental response involving housing, health, addiction and community regeneration, because we talked about Fianna Fáil, we talked about 100 years old, and we've a lot to be proud of, but our postcode should never determine how long we live. Thank you, Cearán, and thank you, Leader.